Hello, ladies and gents, kings and queens. Welcome back to Shalayla Speaks, and we all made it to another year, 2021. I hope you all were able to bring it in with a bang, COVID style, with your precautions and all that. I was able to bring in my new year with a few friends, and we had a great time. We were able to watch our blackout service, eat, had too much food, and oh my goodness, we were able to do vision boards. I was so excited about that because I've always wrote my vision on paper and never actually put it on a board or anything, but I was so excited to do that, and it looks amazing. I'll have to show you guys in another video, but this video right here is a must see, watch, hear all of it. This is for my single people that I'm talking to. Just everything that I have learned through my journey in being single and knowing how to be single but also enjoy it. If you are already married or whatever, this isn't for you, so let's get started. But yeah, I wanted to share my experiences with being single and how to look at it from a different angle, a different view. I know sometimes we're kind of like, I wish I was booed up, and all that, but sometimes it's not all about that, and you have to think it on a different light, a different aspect. I think sometimes we kind of downplay and kind of, I don't know what's the word, but we kind of look at it as a thing that's not what we want to be as single. But we're going to talk about it, how to look at it from a different aspect, a different angle. So let's get into it. My definition, my feel of what singleness means and what it is, what you should do. This is a time for you to get to know you. This is a time for you to discover, explore, to build and strengthen your relationship with God. This is a time for you to date yourself. And yes, I said date yourself. So Shalayla, what do you mean when you say figure yourself out? Like, I've known myself all my life. I should know who I am. Now, a lot of times we think we know ourselves, but we really don't know ourselves. Like, things change about you daily. You grow, you learn. Hopefully you've learned and grew within the past, few years, months, whatever. But you change constantly. So what I liked 5 years ago has completely changed from what I like now. Especially if you're one of those serial daters or the ones who are constantly have to be in a relationship. No, you don't know yourself, because otherwise you would not be in that many relationships. You don't know enough about yourself to know what guys to choose wisely in who you date. Also, what I mean in figuring yourself out is the things that you know you have, like a problem or issue or a trait or characteristic about yourself that you know you have, that you need to work on. Like, you may have some anger management issues, and this be that time in your single time to work on those anger management issues, rather than going into a relationship and then going crazy on your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it may be. Yeah, you may want to work on things like that. And it's not just like anger issues. Like, it could be your confidence, it could be your health, it could be just you in general, like how you plan, being your punctuality. It may be random things that you need to work on, and that would be the time to do it while you are single, rather than doing it in a relationship and then have that person looking at you like she ain't got it together, and then end up leaving you because you didn't have it together. So yeah. And another thing that plays a role in figuring yourself out is being able to work on not only yourself, but working on things that you desire to work on, because a lot of times we don't work on the things that we should work on because we're in a relationship, and it's almost like a distraction because we don't get to focus on ourselves. We don't get to focus on what we need to do for the next, for the future, to think ahead. And like, this could be starting up a business, this could be buying a home, purchasing a car, going to school, doing projects to help and better yourself and get you where you need to be and should be in life. So this is a time for you to be able to focus and work on you. And like I said, sometimes it could be a distraction being in a relationship because you are, depending on your maturity level, you're thinking about that person and you're curious what they're doing and trying to, make time out for them. But this is time for you to be able to work on yourself, because they could be like a pain in the butt. They could be annoying. They could be, constantly hitting you up, keeping you distracted from what you desire to do or what you would like to do. And also, I don't want to leave this out. Your friends could be a distraction as well. Your girls or your boys may be like, hey, we about to go this and we, such and such. Let's, come on, drop what you doing. You like, well, I got to say it. Like, man, you could do that later. Because I know I've been there before, and you drop what you're doing to go hang with them, and there you go, distraction. And where are you going now? You didn't do as well on your test, or you delayed or put off buying that house, buying that car, getting that business, whatever. So yeah, they can be a distraction as well. During your singleness, I feel this is like the most important thing. This is a time for you to build, strengthen your relationship with God. Like, when I tell you this time right now, like, I'm enjoying my singleness right now, because you know what? I got God, and He is literally helping me through this time. Like, I'm not even thinking about I haven't thought about being lonely. I am able to focus on myself, be able to do so many things that I never thought I would be doing right now. And through Him who strengthens me, I'm able to get through this singleness time, and I'm able to learn and grow and be closer to Him. And it has helped me to be able to know and see what I desire in a man, a man who is on fire for God, who has a strong relationship with Him, who is really connected to Him. I used to be like, I want a man who goes to church and, all of this. And I'm like, it's more to this just going to church, because there's people that go to church that don't even hear the word or the message, or, and I was just thinking like, okay, they go to church, but I desire a man who is a worshiper, who prays on a consistent and daily basis, who doesn't have to be at the church to pray or worship. So that has changed like my whole, like, what I desire in a man. It has also helped me to be able to decline a man without being like harsh or rude, because sometimes I think I may come off rude, especially like my facial expressions, because I'm one of those where I don't realize I'm making the, what they call it, resting, face. So yeah, it has helped me to be able to decline, like, I'm enjoying my single time, so I'm not looking or seeking anyone right now. So thank you, but no thank you. I'm flattered. You're not my type. In a good way to say. Yeah, being single, this is a time for you to do new things, to be able to discover new things, explore new things, like new hobbies, and to be able to do things that you haven't done, that you would like to do. And you say, well, I don't have time, and because I'm in a relationship, that's the time for you to be able to explore, do new things. That way you can, when you meet that, person, then you're like, hey, well, I started doing this, and they're like, what? And it's like, I would like to try that, or, I've done that. So you get to do new things. So yeah, explore, discover, do new things that you haven't done or have used to do and desire to do. So do that. I saved the best for last, and that is date yourself. I know you are all probably like, what? Yes, have date night. Date night with you and you. You don't have to ball out, or you can ball out. Whatever you want to do, date yourself. Let it be you and you only. And going shopping is not a date night. That is therapy, not a date night. To share a few things that I do on my date nights, or is in my town, they have this thing around Christmas called Galaxy of Lights. I don't know how to explain it, but they decorate Christmas lights, and you could either drive through it or you could walk through it, and it probably takes maybe like 20-30 minutes, depending on how fast you're driving or slow you're driving or walking, whatever. But it's funny because when I was going through, the lady was like, "Hey y'all," and then she kind of looked at my vehicle and she goes, "Oh, it's just you." And I was like, "Yeah, it's just me." And she's like, "Oh, well, enjoy." And I thought that was funny, but it's just something I can do by myself. And it was at night because you can't see the lights in the daytime. But even something like that is dark. Nobody saw me. I didn't, feel uncomfortable or anything. So I was able to do it. And even also like going for a walk in the park, it's free, it's exercise, it's getting you some vitamin D, it's healthy for you. Another thing I was excited to do, and I did it in my home, and I just used, well, I did go purchase some supplies, but I painted my own canvas. It was something that I've been wanting to do, and it was something that helped me out. I will share with you all in another video, but I painted myself. It was more of like it wasn't like a vision board. It was more like a prayer board because I wanted to get better about how I prayed, and I was trying to figure out how I could be able to help myself in. So yeah, I will share that in another video because it's kind of hard to explain, but the picture I painted, I will show you guys. Okay, so this is the picture that I painted. I hope y'all can see it, but of course this is like in 2019. But yeah, I painted my own canvas. I did it myself. I'm not an artist at all, so this was actually my first painting on a canvas, and am I am excited. I was excited about it and love the way it turned out. So yeah, it was just a date night that I had with myself. Although my mom did come when I was staying with my mom and my grandmother. She was like peeking in, trying to see what I was doing and trying to give me tips. So I was like, go. I was like, this is, my me time. Don't be interrupting. Like, pretend if I was on a date with somebody, do not come in here, trying to figure out what I'm doing and trying to give me tips and advice. So see ya. But that was just to give you a few ideas of what I did that you could do to have your own date night, and just do something you normally wouldn't do. Go out, go to a restaurant, curl your hair, put on some makeup, put on a nice little outfit, and just go out and enjoy a movie or a dinner with yourself. And I know you're probably thinking, I can't do that. First of all, can't should not be in your vocabulary. You can do it. I want to say when I got maybe like 25, I was able to go like eat by myself alone. It really isn't that bad to eat by yourself. Nobody's staring at you. Nobody's looking at you like she's lonely. No. And second of all, this is for you. It helps you build up your confidence. It gives you more strength, more courage, and gives you that boldness to yourself, especially if you're going out by yourself. And that's why I say, do your hair, do your makeup, get on a nice little outfit, or guys, get you a nice little outfit on, and even like put on like some perfume or cologne. Because when you go out, you always like, dang, I look good. Okay, I see you, girl. And then, you build up that confidence for yourself to be able to go and eat by yourself, alone. Ladies, this is why I say you should go alone. Use your imagination. You've got your hair done and curled up and looking nice. You got your makeup all glammed. You got a nice little outfit and your perfume on. So you're sitting there, at the restaurant by yourself with your hair looking nice, makeup, nice outfit, and you say you don't even notice like someone is, observing you from, across the room, and they're like, dang, she look good. Where's her man? Where's her boo at? And like, let me just wait and see if somebody or one of her friends is gonna pop up, and because she looked too good to be sitting there by herself. So after a while, he's like, let me go and shoot my shot or whatever. See, this is why you should go alone, because one, the guy is looking at you like, oh, she bold, confident to go like alone by herself, and like why she get all dressed up for it and got her hair done and makeup and nice little outfit. Like, okay, I see you. And but think of it as if you did all of that, got your hair done, your makeup done, nice outfit, and then you were with your friends. One, a guy is not going to approach you with your friends. They're going to be like, oh, okay, she cute, but she with her girls, I'm not going to bother her. Versus if you were alone and he's like, okay, let me go shoot my shot, because they don't want that audience when they're trying to holler. The only time a guy is willing to approach you when you're with your friends is if he ain't that cute or you ain't attracted to him, and that's usually how it is. So this is why you should go alone. And then, when you're with your friends, he's not going to be able to have that much of a conversation, because your friend's going to be looking like, okay, we see y'all. Or you're like, what y'all gonna do? And so this is why you need to go alone, because you can have that connection and you can get a feel or see what he's feeling like, looking like, have that whole little conversation. So this is why you should go alone. It builds confidence, and guys like confidence in women. I guarantee you that. Not trying to make this a long video, but I had to share. Bishop TDJ said that singleness is a sign of wholeness, and you really want to be, you should be whole before you go into marriage. I'm going to do a little math with you all about why he said that and why it is a must for you to be whole before marriage. So don't turn off the video now, because I'm going to make this really simple math. If you aren't too familiar with it, then you're probably too young to be watching this anyways if you don't know this. So this will be a refresher. Okay, so we're going to do simple math. Do not lose me here, but think of it as a whole pie. We are whole. We have a whole pie, and we cut the pie into 8 pieces, and say 2 people want to eat a piece of pie. So we have 2 pieces of pie missing. So we aren't whole anymore. So that leaves us with 6 pieces of pie, 6 eighths. So that is 3/4 of the pie that we have left. So we have 75% of the pie left. But you know what? We are not whole anymore. Because why? We've given away the 2 pieces of pie. So think of the relationship like that. You do not want to go into a marriage not being whole, because you've given those other pieces away. And if you lost me there, think of it, okay, 8 pieces and we give away 4 pieces. So we only have half of the pie left. So we still aren't whole, because we only have 4 pieces left. So we're only giving half, and we only have half. So why would we give half to someone we're going to spend forever with? And we aren't going to spend forever with that person if we are only giving half, or we're only giving 75% of us to that person. So think of it that way. So singleness is being whole. and we have to be whole in order to meet our significant other. So I hope you all were able to let that resonate, let it sit in, soak in, have it in your head that you need to be whole, that you need to work on yourself, get yourself together and focus on you, get closer to God, learn about yourself, being able to discover, explore, be intentional with dating yourself and doing things that you never thought you would do. You all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this with someone who you think may need this and may help them be able to get through their singleness. You are not alone. I promise you that. And I will see you all in the next video with Shalayla Speaks.